What's up, man?
What up? Trying to get this extra energy out. I'm running off of like way too little of sleep today.
What is that? What are you sipping on?
Bold Rock. They're blackberry cider. So Bold Rock, like they have this assorted cider pack. You might like it. Their sugar's a little bit higher than the ciders you normally get, but they're a lot lower than the standard ciders that you'll buy at the store. So it's like 9 grams or 9 to 12 grams most of the time.
Single digit is pretty good.
Yeah. And they've got the blackberry is really good. Actually, the whole pack is good. They've got the light, they've got the blackberry, the pineapple, and then they have just the regular old apple, and it's delicious. It's my new favorite pack to buy. So,
Heck yeah.
It's a good one.
That's what's up. Yeah, I have a bubbly. It's a new flavor though. I have not had it before. It's peach, pineapple, mango. Bellini Bliss.
I think I had my first bubbly the other day for lunch. Someone just gave it to me when I bought lunch at work, and it wasn't bad.
I love bubbly normally. I'm addicted to fucking sparkling water, but this flavor is not really hitting right now. It's okay.
I'm not much of a sparkling water person myself.
Dude, I am addicted. I will say, like, it helps with that, like, if you have that itch to drink and you're like, I'm really trying not to drink tonight, this will do it. Because it hurts going down. It's super carbonated. And it's really just that, like, habit of, like, just, hand mouth.
Almost like when you're quitting smoking.
With the
like
vaping.
oral fixation. Yeah, the oral fixation. Yeah.
Yes. But this one, funny enough, and I am pretty positive this is the only can that says this. It says non-alcoholic. I'm very positive the other cans don't say that.
Does bubbly make alcoholic beverages?
Maybe they do now. Maybe that's something I haven't seen yet. But this is a new flavor, and it's a triple combo flavor. I don't know.
Maybe that flavor was originally released as an alcoholic flavor, and then they decided to release a non-alcoholic version, which is why they have that labeled on there. That would make sense to me.
Hey, I'm here at my computer, so let's see.
It seems like everybody, even Topoccino, is making alcoholic beverages now. You got Mountain Dew makes it.
Yeah, everyone's doing it. Now, so this says no. Bubbly does not have any alcohol. The brand also offers an unflavored version. No, yeah, see,
It's so strange that they would put non-alcoholic on the beverage.
Right here, though. This new bubbly flavor is essentially a canned mocktail, the one I'm drinking. So I guess that's why they're...
Oh, okay.
It's a mocktail. Delicious.
But you're saying that flavor's not hitting, though, so...
It's really not. Now, it could be that it's not as cold as I normally like to drink them. Like if I had some ice flown into the room right now, which I might fly some ice in. Let me see if I can have my secretary bring me some ice.
Texture made.
Yes. Can you fly in a cup of ice for me? Thanks.
Well, while you're waiting for your cup of ice, I guess I can jump into some of the limited anime news that we have right now.
Yeah. We started off strong on the water, so.
Yeah, real strong. This is slightly exciting. I don't know if have you heard of Lazarus, the upcoming anime that's made by the Cowboy Bebop creators?
I don't know if you told me about it or not, but I have heard of that word.
I think
in the anime realm, I've heard that.
Yeah, I might have actually brought this up previously because it was a pretty cool looking anime when it did get dropped. It's not out yet, but they finally have a release time period because it was announced back in 2023, but they didn't say when it was going to be coming out.
Okay.
It's supposedly going to come out in 2025. It's going to get 13 episodes. I will say it does look like a really exciting anime to watch because it's supposedly about the world that gets like cured of all illness and disease, but the person who does it doesn't tell everybody that what they're taking is going to kill them. So there's like a team
yes. I for sure have been told about this. I want to say it was you.
Yeah, it probably was. You know me, I'm always dropping the anime news. So. But I'm excited for that one. So we have a good one to look forward to for 2025. And I'm also excited because it's a Cowboy Bebop. Creators are on it, so it sounds like it's going to be probably a pretty good anime.
You know, I have not seen the Cowboy show. I should watch it, right?
Yeah, it is one of those classics. It's kind of like, you should watch Death Note, which you've seen Death Note, so you know, like, it. But you got to remember when you're watching it is an older anime, so it's going to be a little bit slower than a lot of the newer animes that we watch today. But the story is definitely worth it. So.
Okay. It is ranked number 5 on IMDb's top anime series of all time.
Cowboy Bebop?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not surprised. It is a cult classic.
Do you want to guess the other 4, 3, 2, and 1?
I guarantee you, Death Note has got to be on one of those.
Let me see. It's in the top 10. It's number 8.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised it's not in the top 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is.
Yeah. Where do you think it's at?
1 or 2.
It's
probably.
1.
Yeah, I was gonna say 1 because I think Full Metal Alchemist has been one of the number 1 ranked animes for a long time.
It is number 1 with a 9.1 ranking, over 202,000 plus reviews.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Worth it.
Yeah. Okay. So number 2 is Hunter x Hunter.
Okay, I'm actually surprised that it's as high as it is.
Yeah, it's a 9 star, and 9 star. That feels weird saying it 9 star.
It does. Most star systems only go up to 5, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna say a 4 star because that's the same thing. With 141,000 reviews.
I think technically that'd be a 4.5 star. Let's be accurate. Let's give it. Okay. True.
Yeah, that's true. Number 3 is Steins Gate. Have you seen that?
I haven't, but I have heard fantastic things about it, and I've been meaning to watch it.
Okay. Looks like it's about time travel. That's cool.
I heard that its concept of time travel is supposed to be like one of the best portrayed, not only in anime, but just in TV in general. It's supposed to be one of the most consistent with the theories of how time travel would work if it could work.
Yeah, okay. So I think that's cool because time travel is a hard one to nail.
It is, yeah. Who's number 5 then?
So 5 is Cowboy Bebop. 3 is Steins Gate. 2 is Hunter x Hunter. 1 is Full Metal. 4... Do you want to guess? I can tell you.
Oh God, hold on. I gotta think of like all the ones that you
between 2006 and 2008.
So you give 2006 and 2008.
Yeah.
God, I don't know. I
Code Geass.
Wow. Okay, I'm much happier with that because I've always said that Code Geass is like the secret under the radar, one of the best animes that people could ever watch. I don't even like mech animes, but Code Geass is actually...
See, I love mech shit. I need to watch this. I really do.
They have a whole new spinoff that has already started, and I'm watching weekly the new episodes that they just did.
Do you like it?
I'm liking it so far. Yeah, it's pretty good so far. But you absolutely should watch the original because it is...
I mean, it sounds sick. It says, after being given a mysterious power to control others, an outcast prince becomes the masked leader of the rebellion against an all-powerful empire. That sounds sick.
It's awesome. It's so good. And on top of that, the way I would describe it is like take like the best of mech animes, mix it with like a Death Note feel, but then give it a much better ending than Death Note got, because Death Note ended in a really kind of garbage way.
Death Note ended so weird. I think the last 10 episodes or the last 5 episodes of Death Note were super weird, but up to that point it was amazing. And then it just got really weird.
Yeah, it should have ended earlier than it did, I think, personally. But hey, that's just me.
Yeah, no, it's honestly, it seems like a common trend to not stick the landing in a lot of shows. So it's maybe that's the hardest part of writing. I don't know.
Well, I can tell you all the animes that you've listed up there. Well, not all of them, but at least like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and Code Geass are, in my opinion, are 2 animes that I would say do a really good job of kind of telling a grand story, and then at the end tying everything up very perfectly to where you don't feel like there's anything left out, no major plot holes. In fact, they didn't even need to do a Code Geass spinoff. You could have left it as it was, and you would have been completely happy with how it ended because it was just such a perfect ending, in my opinion.
Yeah. Dude, that's cool. So out of these top 10, I recognize 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. The other 3 I've never heard of. Fighting Spirit is one.
Never heard of that one.
That was between 2000 and 2002. Gurren Lagann I have heard of, actually.
That one's pretty good, yeah. That one was pretty good. That's another like mech anime for the.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I need to figure out my life. Monster. Have you?
I have watched Monster. Monster is cool. I will say it's actually a pretty cool anime.
Okay. And Mushishi.
Mushishi. Yeah. I have not seen.
Mushishi.
I have seen it online. Like when I go to Hulu, I see it. I think I used to see it on Hulu all the time. I don't know if it's on Netflix now too. I have not watched it.
What do you think? So there's one. Let's see. I guess Hunter x Hunter counts, but I don't know. I guess I can't really ask it that way. There is one of the later anime that was like more recently very popular, made the top 15.
A later anime? What do you mean by later?
Like it's more recently ended and very popular.
Oh, okay. More recently ended and very popular?
Yeah.
Well,
ended last year, I think.
It ended last year. Okay.
Yeah. We talked. Honestly, we have not really talked a lot about this anime. Here and there, but not a lot.
Okay, just tell me. I don't want to sit here and try.
It's Attack on Titan.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't even know how you feel about. We talked. Yeah, we've talked a little, but not a lot.
Yeah, we did talk a little bit about that. In fact, I think in one of our first episodes, we were talking about how I felt about the ending of Attack on Titan and how I was like, it wasn't bad, but I feel like it could have been.
You wanted something different.
Yeah, I wanted something different.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I was not a Jaegerist until after it ended, and then I was like, you know what? I cannot say that I would not have made the same decisions. But we'll keep that off record.
This is Cali's official stamp of I promote genocide.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm also like Team Geto too, so maybe I need to check myself in.
Check yourself in, yeah.
Okay.
We need to put you in a straitjacket there, bud.
I finally found. So I've been really itching to watch this, and I just haven't found that moment to sit down and binge all of it. I'm saving it. It's like on the shelf for me for a terribly sick day or something. Evangelion is something I've been really wanting to watch.
That's another classic, almost.
But it's
cult
ranked
classic.
54.
Jeez.
It seems like it's above Dragon Ball Z, but only by 1. And I don't know. That just seems pretty far down the list.
I'm actually surprised Dragon Ball Z is ranked so low on IMDb.
Dude, yeah, clearly the fanboys did not come and vote on this. Or let me see how many.
Or the fan base just isn't as loyal as all the other fan bases.
Or
that
as
ranked the
big.
top. Yeah.
Because it is. I mean, it has 150,000 people that reviewed it at 8.8. So while it's low on the list, I mean, gosh, they're still high rankings. So I don't know, it's hard to say. Gosh, that list goes on and on. We are not going to go all the way down there.
Yeah. It's okay. I got some more news to drop on your way.
Yeah.
So.
Let's do it.
So the other piece of news, and I'm so happy this is finally happening because I didn't take the chance to go see this movie in theaters when it came out. The Boy and the Heron finally got a release date for streaming, and it's going to be coming to Max on September 6th. So we're only a month away from actually being able to watch it.
That's not bad. That's not that far.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm so excited because this is the last Ghibli film that is ever going to be created.
Oh, dang.
Ghibli's gone. They don't exist anymore. But a lot of people from Ghibli, after it dissolved or whatever, went to that studio I was telling you about, Studio Konok.
Yes.
I've still been meaning to watch that movie. It's on Netflix now. We should make a mission. We should make that a mission of ours to go watch. It's called The Imaginary. I've just been putting it off and putting it off. So
do they have a new thing in the works?
Who, Studio Podunk?
Yeah, like are they currently doing something?
I don't know if they have anything else lined up, because The Imaginary just came out like a month ago. So like that was like their big first revealing project. I don't know if they've announced anything new on that one.
Okay.
But the last and final piece of news I have is we are reaching the end of My Hero Academia. This week will be the release of the final chapter in the manga for My Hero Academia.
Okay. Wow. Man. So spoilers are going to be abound on the interwebs.
I was actually going to say, I think that it might be time for us to pick up the manga on this one.
Oh, gosh.
Because we know that as soon as the ending comes, there are going to be so many people who make videos or shorts who are either going to praise the ending or shit on the ending, and then it's just going to get spoiled for us. So,
yeah, I'm going to try to avoid it at all costs, but obviously it might happen, so I might have to start reading. But I'm going to try to avoid it for as long as I can. Yeah, because I really enjoy watching stuff and not knowing what's gonna happen. I do have a newfound love for reading the manga, so I'm glad of that. Because when I read Demon Slayer, because it was spoiled, I did not enjoy reading it that much. But when I read JJK, I really enjoyed it. Now, I read JJK after I read all 480 chapters of Bleach, so maybe that sometime during that Bleach read through, I was like, you know what, this is kind of cool. But I still like not knowing what's going to happen and being able to watch something. So we'll see.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited to know that the ending is coming. I'm excited that I know that this season isn't going to be the last season, obviously, because there ain't no way that they could have all the episodes planned out for this season.
No, but probably next season, right?
Maybe, yeah, probably. I would say we are reaching the precipice for sure in My Hero Academia. But here's my question to you is, because we're reaching the end of My Hero, we're also reaching the end of Demon Slayer, which are two very, very large animes. So in a year or two, on top of that, from my understanding, I haven't read Chainsaw Man, but I've seen some people reviewing the new chapters, and they're saying it's looking like it's close to its end as well. So with that in mind, you've got 3 major animes, potentially more, that within the next couple years are going to be done, complete. What's going to replace it?
I mean, hopefully some of these artists are going to start some new stories, right?
Well, I will say I'm actually, this is slightly news as well. There was apparently an interview with I think the producer with Wistoria, Wand and Sword, the anime I told you to check out. He said that the team that they've hired for that anime is what he would consider the best team in the business right now for anime. So he believes that Wistoria, Wand and Sword is going to be like one of the next big animes.
Oh, okay.
So I could see it, especially if it has a long runtime like My Hero, I could see it becoming like the new Black Clover and kind of replacing one of these big animes that has only got like another maybe 2 or 3 years to go before they're finished. So, also Bleach is about to be finished too. We're about to get the final part of Bleach as well.
Okay. Yeah, I need to watch 1000 Year.
Oh yeah, how deep are you in that?
One episode. One episode. I'm the worst. I'm the worst anime watcher there is.
Yep, you need to finish that one, bro. It's coming up in, I think it's October is when the final season releases.
I'm the worst. I know. I need to get back on it. I will. I just, part of me really was like, I should record my reaction to all of it, and I did do the first episode. I just haven't done anything because I haven't wanted to turn the camera on past that. So that's on me. I need to either decide if I'm gonna record it and just actually do it, or just not
and watch it.
And just watch it.
Yeah,
Yes,
well, we are fast approaching the date where you're going to need to have watched it. So
yeah, I know. So My Hero is coming to an end. Demon Slayer is coming to an end. JJK has at least 2 more seasons.
yeah.
So that'll be.
But I think its manga is closely. Actually, they've even. I think the mangaka has actually said that it is close to its end as well, as far as the manga goes. So
yeah, I heard this was the last arc, and it really seems like they. I mean, without spoiling anything, it seems like they're close to an ending for sure. But yeah, I'm hoping these guys pick up with new stories, or maybe some of these other anime that we've been hearing about start to take off. Like
gain some traction.
What's that manga? Kagurabachi, right?
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Well, that should be good. I mean, Chainsaw Man, we're still gonna get
probably at least another 2 or 3 seasons out of it, I would say.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, this next arc is gonna be. Is it this year or next year? The Bomb Girl arc. The movie that they're doing.
I'm actually not sure. I didn't even know they were doing the next part in a movie form. I thought they were coming out with a new season. That's news to me.
Okay, it looks like it's just in speculation right now.
Okay.
That's a fun arc though. I have read that arc and it's really cool. It's very, very cool. So should be a good movie. It should open up some of the characters and
to be honest, I love that anime producers are starting to do seasons and then do like in between movies to connect the next seasons.
I think it's cool.
I think that's a great idea, especially because like there are some animes where the arcs are just super short, and it doesn't really justify you having to do 12 episodes or more, which I'm tired of the 12 episode bullshit myself.
Yeah.
I rather, I want animes to do like 20 something episodes each season. That's how it should be. I don't know why we're getting these 12 episode bullshit all the time.
What do you think about the movie trilogy ending for Demon Slayer? Like doing it in 3 movies?
I am a little indifferent about it. I think they could have done it either way. I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm not like upset about it or anything, because the movies that they have, Mugen Train was great. It was really, really good. But I do think that it could have been done episodically to build up a little bit more hype in between each episode.
Each week. I mean,
yeah. Kind of how we're like chomping at the bit every week for My Hero Academia's new episode. So
the problem is, and I guess it's not really a problem, I feel like some of these fights are going to be so long that it would be like 3 or 4 episodes long of a fight, which it could be cool. Like you're like waiting next week for the fight, but yeah, I could see by the 2nd or 3rd episode of the fight, you're like, come on, are we really still doing this?
Yeah. Well, that was one of the big problems with Dragon Ball back in the day, was you had like 5 episodes of fighting and 90% of it being dialogue.
Yeah, I think they want to avoid that, which I completely, I can understand that for sure.
Well, I could see how it would benefit them to do it as a movie form if that's the case. I haven't read that far ahead yet. I need to jump on the manga so I can at least go ahead and get in and be up to date before the new movie comes out. Yeah. But we've got plenty of time before that happens, because they're probably not even going to release the movie until next year at this point. So
I'm excited to get into this Wand and Sword?
Yeah, Wistoria, Wand and Sword. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am too, dude. I can't tell you. I really do think I've only seen the first 3 episodes, and I have so much hope for it because
that's good.
The art style is really cool. The story is very interesting so far. And then, like I said, when you get to the 3rd episode, after the credits, you finally get introduced to, which you saw the first episode, so you've heard the term Magia Vander, right? Like the Magia. Yes. You finally get to see the current Magia Vanders, and they're sick. They're so cool looking, and they have such cool powers. At least the very brief instance that you see them. So.
Well, they show one of them, right? It's his friend from back when they were kids. She's like the ice or frost or something.
Yeah, she uses ice magic. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. She looked cool.
Yep. It's exciting. I love the way that the story is heading, and to be honest, I don't think except aside from like Frieren for this year, I don't think any other anime that's been like new has captured me like, oh, within the first 3 episodes, like, oh, I'm really, really excited to see every episode right now.
Yeah.
A lot of animes, like we've talked about in the past, some of the coolest animes out right now, I had to watch the first 3 or 4 episodes before I really got into them.
Yeah. That's they have to do something by 3 or 4 episodes. If I'm 4 episodes in and I'm not slightly interested at all, I'm done. I'm not doing it. I can't. I've been getting raked over the coals for not watching Frieren yet.
Oh yeah,
So-
dude, I'm telling you, you would like that one too. But that one's
Yeah.
more. I will say, I call Frieren. It is a pleasant palate cleanser when it comes to animes because I can't like with Wistoria. I can say like, oh yeah, it kind of gives me the feeling of Black Clover in some sense.
Yeah.
Just because it has a similar kind of storyline. Frieren, I don't know any anime like it. I've never had an anime feel like a slice of life fantasy, but then also have some of the coolest fights that just come up out of nowhere.
Yeah. Animation's good, like the fight animation.
Animation is super crisp, super crisp. The storyline is super interesting. Even though some episodes can feel slow, you're not bored. You're like, oh, you're the whole time I'm watching it, I'm just happy because there's just such the animation is cool, the storyline's cool, you get more world building, and it's just a slow drip of like learning about how old this elf is in this world after she's basically completed the biggest task anybody could have completed, which was defeat the demon lord.
Yeah. What's the type of magic that she uses? Like, is it like D&D where it's kind of like any sort of fantasy magic?
She doesn't have like a specific type of magic that she uses.
Cool. So yeah, very much like D&D-esque.
Yeah. But her like quirk, I guess you could say, or her like niche is that she likes to find unique types of magic, really weird spells.
Okay.
Like she worked really hard for like a village elder so that she could get a spell that could clean brass or bronze. So that way,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's like one episode where her pupil, she gets the chance to learn any spell that she wants from like a grandmaster wizard, and she learns how to clean clothes perfectly with a spell because she likes to keep herself neat. And so there's comedy like that in there. There's also another episode where it's one of the characters' birthdays and it's a guy, and so her pupil, who's a female, Fern, she's like, what should I get him? And she's like, well, you could give him this, and it's a potion that makes clothes dissolve. And,
Oh my god.
and Fern is like, you're a pervert, and then pours it on her.
That's funny.
Yeah. So there's like little cheeky moments like that. But then there's also like really wholesome moments that will like almost bring you to tears because then she starts remembering her past with the previous people that she traveled with. And she's like, the whole time she's traveling with these new people, she's basically trying to find the connections that she didn't make with those people in the past because she's an elf. So time to her just she has a completely different concept of time to the people that she was traveling with. So she just didn't make the time to make the connections the way that she should have potentially in the past.
That is really cool. And that's something that, when you're like playing D&D, I'm bringing it back to that again. Like thinking about that relationship with elves and humans, and elves and really most of the other races that just don't live as long. Like, being able to portray that in a medium, that's cool. Like showing how an elf would react to something like losing, your friends or loved ones. So it sounds cool. I'm definitely going to watch it. It's on my list. My list is ever growing.
Who's flaming you? Who's
Joel.
flaming you? Oh, Joel is flaming you.
My uncle, for the audience, is raking me over the coals for not watching it. I believe, I mean, don't quote me on this. I want to say that he said that that's his favorite anime. I think it is.
Yeah, I know he really likes that one, and I know he really likes Delicious in Dungeon.
Yes.
And as a D&D nerd that he is, because
Yes.
he's definitely a huge D&D nerd, I could see why he really is drawn to those two, because they have a lot of elements in them that if you're a D&D fan, you'll like those two for sure.
Yeah. Hey, I was just looking. Wistoria has a 4.9 rating right now with 22,000 reviews.
Hell yeah,
Pretty
dude.
good. Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty good.
I'd give it right now. I would say so far I would give it a 4.9 rating for every episode that I've seen so far is building up to something. I just hope that the hype that I feel for it doesn't get let down by some garbage later on. That's what I'm afraid of.
Yep. I will say, I'm gonna come out and say it. I really dislike how far ahead the manga gets from any anime that comes out. I don't like it. I wish they could see the vision beforehand, before the mangaka gets too far. Like,
Why?
just because spoilers on the fucking internet. That's all. Like, because once you start getting into something, and then the social media is like, oh, you like this thing. Here's this character dying.
Well,
no, I don't want to see that.
To play devil's advocate a little bit here, the issue is that if you have an anime following a manga like side by side, you run into problems like Full Metal did, which was you not even just filler, but like Full Metal, they caught up to it, and instead of doing there's multiple ways that this problem occurs. This happened in Hunter x Hunter, this happened in Full Metal, and this happens in other animes in the form of filler. But for Full Metal, the original one before Brotherhood, they made their own ending because they were like, we're not gonna wait, we're not gonna make filler, we're just gonna make our own ending. And then for Hunter x Hunter, when it finally caught up to the manga, what they did, it wasn't a horrible thing, but it makes the anime feel like it's dragging on, because when you reach the Chimera Ant arc, there's a certain point where it catches up with the anime, and then what it ends up doing is it ends up emphasizing in slow motion or in still photos what's happening in every episode and narrating the crap out of it. Like it's like 50% narration each episode because they're having to drag it out so that way they don't catch up to the manga too fast.
Yeah, that's obnoxious too. I can see that being the other side of that coin.
Yeah. But I get it. I hate spoilers too, man. And people on the internet are relentless. So
You can't go anywhere. Like, you would have to say, hey, I'm a fan of the show. I'm getting off the internet until I finish it. In 5 years when it finishes airing. And don't go to any conventions, because somebody with some deep setism is going to ruin it. So.
We gotta start all new accounts on every social media and just not follow anybody with anything having to do with anime, so it doesn't appear on any of your For You page or your dashboard or anything.
I'll have to be an anti-anime online persona.
Yeah,
That's what I have to do. Yeah. All right. Well. Cool. I think this was pretty solid. I don't really have much else to say this week.
I think that pretty much covered everything I wanted to chat about this week. I think there's not much to review, unfortunately, because of the Olympics, which I have not been watching.
I haven't seen any of it.
Yeah. I'm just mad at it for making me skip my favorite animes this weekend. So
Yeah, we are boycotting the Olympics.
Yep.
Because of that. No other reason.
Nope.
All right, bro. Well, I guess we'll see y'all on the other side. Peace.
Hidden Online Podcast. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe, comment, and like this video for more. You can also find us on Spotify and Instagram at Hidden Online Podcast.